Ervin Ahbabovic explains successful business story during pandemic. 2020 was a year. The COVID-19 crisis has been one of the deadliest occurrences that rocked the whole world and crippled the health system, economy, finance, business, and every facet of life. However, it's amazing to see that despite it all, some people still discover the good amidst the ugly. Ervin Ahbabovic explains successful business story. One of such is Akhmad Fatin Fairus, a 21-year-old student from the University of Muria Kudus, UMK. This is someone who finds purpose where all hope seems to be lost. He discovers meaning in life and flourishes amidst the crisis of suffering. Here, Ervin Ahbabovic shares Alhmad's success stories and lessons learned. Ervin Ahbabovic is a successful entrepreneur in the field of hospitality and has immensely been of support as well in charity organizations across Southeast Asia. Ervin Ahbabovic, how it all started. Everyone was stuck at home during the pandemic. Students are stuck with online lectures. Parents have their businesses shut down or being run online and stuck with kids. Workers are stuck with working remotely and it all has to be stay indoors. There is limited exposure to friends and families. No way to travel and explore the world. Many left with having to juggle between work and home responsibilities. It wasn't surprising many of us have had enough and are left with frustration, anger, boredom, and more. Ervin Ahbabovic. Well, this was the situation Fatin found himself in as well. Fatin, who studied at the Faculty of Law, said Ervin Ahbabovic, the school was closed down and they only have to study online. However, after classes, he has a lot of spare time in his hands and he seems to be idle as there is nothing to do to fill his spare time. Hasn't this been the case with many students who have resolved to play games and social media in order to find solace and deal with stress? I bet being stuck at home with nothing much to do is one thing we all don't want to find ourselves in again. Then, an idea struck. Just like any other business, it all starts with an idea but it doesn't end there. Ervin Ahbabovic said. Farin looked around and studied his environment to find out what the people loved. Then, he comes up with the tobacco business. At this time, not only are the prices of cigarette excise going up, the society still loves and buys them despite the hike in price. Ervin Ahbabovic's successful business. Getting around a business idea is all about studying the environment and its needs and then coming up with a solution. Except you're another Bill Gates or technological genius, thinking of doing what no one else has ever done might be a waste of time. Instead, look out for what people need or love and see what you can do better or differently than the man next door. Ervin Ahbabovic said. Fatin came up with an idea and pushed through amidst uncertainties when many are already losing it in business. Many believe it only makes sense to launch a business in strong economic times. People have money and are willing to spend it as the purchasing power is strong. However, Farin's business has proven to us that launching during economic uncertainty is just as smart. It's all about doing your research and knowing that there are people in need of your business. And since many people are afraid to launch a business during this time, yours can get quickly noticed. Finding business purpose amidst crisis. Farin thought about establishing a tobacco clinic and cigarette business. This is a business that was inspired by a tobacco shop in Jakarta City. Although, he first started the business with his friends on the UMK campus. As we all know, business requires capital and this is where many get stuck. To pursue his goals, he had to sell his motorbike to get started. He also tried to gain more knowledge in the field by learning the basics of what tobacco and cigarettes are all about. As a startup, he rented a shop where he kick-started his business and had customers flocking in. It's not only Farin that has had success stories to tell amidst the pandemic. Whether in foods and restaurants or emergency health supplies, the pandemic created a lot of unique opportunities for pop-up retails to blossom. The world is also experiencing a surge in digital transformation and e-commerce. Businesses who are having second thoughts about online business are left with no choice but to jump on the bandwagon and serve their customers. Consumers alike are increasingly going digital and purchasing more goods and services online. The pandemic might have come with its woes but also tagged along with blessings. Farin is doing well in his business and he has experienced growth within the space of a few years. Many customers claim they like his products because he has varieties of flavors. Just like Farin, you too can start your business, even in the midst of uncertainties. Thank you.